Hello, and welcome back to another video on the Demon List channel. This month we will cover notable events that happened in the month of January 2022. So without any further ado, here's CXN with the main story.
SAKUPEN Circles were rated and instantly placed this month at the number 1 spot on the Demon List. SAKUPEN Circles is an old impossible level by Nick24 that nobody really seemed to be able to attempt, due to the infamous double clicks at 66, and also other incredibly tight wave corridors throughout the level, to the point where most people just gave up at some point due to consistency capping. But this wasn't the case for Diamond. Before Diamond, Cursed had made his own version of SAKUPEN Circles that nerfed the spam just before 66, but buffed almost everything else in the level, and he made some very impressive progress on it, but eventually he dropped it and handed it to Diamond. Since Diamond was a very skilled player that made relatively fast progress and was friends with Cursed, Cursed saw every reason why Diamond should have the verification. Diamond pulled through on verifying it after more than 220,000 attempts, proving this is anything but an easy task. This is also one of the most monumental things to ever happen in the GD community so far, so huge congrats to Diamond for taking down this absolute beast of a level and on getting it rated.
For in other news this month, we have the results of the 2021 GD Awards. They got premiered on the 9th of January 2022, and we saw some interesting winners. So let's look at some, shall we? First up, for the Best Extreme Demon Award, Nelv ended up winning with 54.2% of the votes. After came Rust at 2nd place, then Broken Signal at 3rd, then Myocardia at 4th, then Rash at 5th, and finally Novasphere at 6th. To conclude, let's look at the Best Player Awards. Space GK ended up winning with a whopping 70.2% of the votes. After them came Trick GMD, GD Wolves, Yosarian, RG, and Crisis. It's not easy to even get nominated for one of these, so well done to everyone for their efforts and huge congrats to the winners. To end off in other news, we have Whitespace. Whitespace is a newly released easy demon and is Zender Games' self-proclaimed masterpiece. And for good reason. The level tells a very interesting and thought-provoking story about how someone is coping with the loss of their friend, and the message displayed towards the end emphasizes it even more by saying, don't let your past stop where you are, create more memories, and keep this train moving. Of course, all of the story is told with amazing decoration and contrast a lot, going from black to white in certain sections, and through the gameplay where it progresses slowly and gets more chaotic along the end. All in all, fantastic work to Zender Game for getting this level out, and we wish them best for the future.
The first month of 2022 has seen the reveals and progress breakthroughs of many extremes. One of these is a formerly impossible 1.9 styled extreme demon titled the Devil, made by HeroZombie80, which is currently being verified by Paco. The Devil features difficulty in all forms, from nearly frame-perfect timings and gaps to incredibly difficult ship, wave, and UFO sections. Paco estimates this level could place somewhere in the top 5, so make sure to wish her good luck on the verification. Another level which is nearing the end of its building process is the sequel to the Golden. Avernus, which is set to be verified by Doggy, has only a couple of parts left to be built, and is estimated to be finished around March. Avernus embraces an Inferno-esque theme and uses glow and design to create an intense, fiery atmosphere. Hopefully we can see this level out soon. Hephaestus is another level that was revealed this month. Created by Yuko, RealVet, and Zentra, Hephaestus takes inspiration from Promethean to create a uniquely haunted atmosphere, combining an intense song and visuals and a peculiar yet incredibly well-made blue and grey contrast, topped off with minor effects and art. It's said to be verified by Deltex, and if rated after verification, should be estimated to place in the top 25. Hopefully we can see it finished in the coming weeks. After nearly a year since its previous progress report, Project Entropy, hosted by Sting, is finally nearing the verification stage. Entropy is a beautiful tech design themed level that embraces vibrant color contrast, clean and sharp movements, and incredible pulses and glow usage. The level is set to be verified by Benedict and is estimated to be around Bloodbath difficulty, so hopefully we can finally see Entropy released.
There is an especially large number of levels to cover today that were released in January 2022, so let's get right into it. First off, we have a new level created by Ren241 and Skizzle. Vivacious is their new fast-paced, colorful release, intended to be reminiscent of older gameplay and decoration styles. Estimated to be around mid-extreme difficulty, Vivacious is more accessible for players to enjoy as a challenge, so we recommend you give it a shot. Next, we have Disastrous Downpour. a glow-style mega collab featuring over a dozen talented creators. Flashy pulses, energetic movements, and an intense Creo track work together to highlight the level's theme of a violent, earth-shattering storm. The level was verified by Nuno and uploaded by Codex360, so be sure to congratulate them on their release. Early January saw the publication of Goner by Lightning, an impressive 21 pilots-inspired solo effect level. Verified by Matter in only 10,000 attempts, this nearly 3-year-old project boasts chaotic visuals accompanied by an unconventional color scheme. Most memorably, its strenuous final stretch, a fast wave section that spans practically half of the level, crescendos into a hauntingly abrupt end screen. Make sure to congratulate Lightning and Matter on its release. Deadlox joins forces with well-known creators Impera, Metalface, Endlevel, and many more to bring Mind Control, a heated counterpart to Deadlox's earlier project, Crowd Control. Presenting old-school 1.9s designs and gameplay with a modern 2.1 polish, the level is likely to bring some nostalgia to older players, yet still garner appreciation from newer community members. The level, verified by Xander, is estimated to be extended list difficulty, so give it a shot if you're able. Another long-awaited release this month was Descend into Exile by Riot, Grenade of Tacos, Ice Cave, and more. After its unexpected introduction in mid-2017, alongside a now-cancelled creator contest, the mega collab saw little progress until its relatively recent revival in 2021. Having undergone countless changes, the level now sees the light of day rated on the GD servers. Despite his remarkable attempt count below 10k, Bgram, the verifier, estimates the level to be in the top 40. Congratulations to everyone involved in the project. Aether is another new Extreme Demon hosted by Zeptaz that was also released this month. Aether is an incredible design-based extreme that implements a mix of reds and purples combined with neat visuals and movements, topped off with incredibly satisfying gameplay. Verified by Jacob Nugget, this level is set to be an easier Extreme Demon, so best of luck to anyone willing to try it out. Atomic Cannon is another design level, this time made by Lieb and verified by Zeronium. Lieb did an incredible job with this level, mixing talented designs and colors and a satisfying click-based layout to create an awesome addition to the main list. Congratulations to Lieb for finishing his newest project and first solo. The final level to talk about for this month is a project hosted by Gaiden Hirtuni and M0. Sparkling, verified by Johnfrey, is an incredibly intense new extreme that includes high speed and click-based gameplay containing unique gimmicks and orbs, clean designs perfected by talented creators, and an original custom song that enhances the overall feel of the level. Sparkling is estimated to be placed in the main list when rated, so congrats to all who participated for releasing this new masterpiece.
January saw a few new additions to the team. Firstly, Dennis3465 was invited to the team as a new list helper. Following this, Teleprosity and Frostburn rejoined the team, also as helpers. Lastly, Shman and Opaque, who joined the team just last month, were promoted to list moderators. Congratulations to them! This month was considerably more active for changes within the list, so let's delve right into it. January started with Lotus Flower, an incredibly difficult simplistic level being placed at number 21, below Cognition and above Kappa. Just a day later, Cosmic Cyclone, the Sonic Wave sequel made by AP Team, was placed at number 28 on the list, knocking Erebus off of the main list after being there for nearly 5 years. Then, the unthinkable happened. Only 5 days into the year, less than an hour after it got rated, SAKUPEN Circles took Word Slaughterhouse's #1 spot on the list after its mere 2-month reign. Later in the month, Sector 19, Solo's latest Extreme Demon, was placed at number 142, pushing Petiti 3 into the Legacy list. Also placed was the new hardest completely solo Extreme Demon, Verdant Landscape, placed at number 11, and the phenomenal Celeste-themed level Storming Summit at number 63. There were also quite a handful of changes in placement made throughout the month. Promethean and Fragile were swapped, leaving Promethean above at number 14, and shortly after, Kyrus was raised above both levels to be put at number 14. And once again, Truefed and Tartarus were swapped, where Tartarus was left once again at number 4. Chromatic Haze was raised 18 spots from number 111 to 93rd, below Jamboree and ultimately above Stygian Machinery, which was moved up from number 105 to number 96 not long after. Luxtra, Congregation, and Sephiroth were all also raised, with Luxtra moving up to number 118, Congregation to number 37, and Sephiroth to 64. There was one level moved down the list this month, and that was Molten Core by Janica, which was moved a whopping, mind-bending, inconceivable 2 spots from number 50 to 52. Anyways, that's all for list changes.
To start off this month's notable achievements, we saw SAKUPEN Circle's first and only victor thus far, being Cursed. With much practice on this level before its verification, they beat it in only 8 days after the level was released. Make sure to congratulate Cursed on such an outstanding achievement. No one beat Slaughterhouse this month, however Firework did see one victor, being Artify 8. This was Artify's first list demon, and it's quite satisfying to see such dedication pay off. GG's to them. White Chocolate, Paco, Toka, and Cursed all beat Tartarus this month, which is a quarter of all top 10 completions seen in January. Beating such a difficult level is no easy task, so we applaud these players for having the skills to pull through. GG's to them. Moving on, Truefed also saw some action, as Speartex, Masse, and DT Dom all beat it this month. With fast-paced gameplay and incredibly hard timings mixed in, this level is quite the challenge. There's no wonder it was once thought to be harder than Tartarus. Amazing work to all the victors. Next, Arcturus saw 3 new victors, those being Whisker, Space, and Exinity. The consistency required to get past the wave at 32 is simply indescribable, so great job to everyone who beat it this month. Markush and the Zero Pro 1 both completed Sonic Wave Infinity. These 2 players are both incredibly talented, so congrats to them for beating this beast of a level. Wow, that's a lot of top 10 completions. Are we done yet? The Golden was beaten by Trick, Jeller, Tiago, Demetio, and Skizzle, the latter we missed in previous highlights. Beating a level with this much raw difficulty is a tall order for most, so fantastic work to all of them. Zoink was the only hard machine victor this month, beating it in 17,000 attempts. Ridiculous timing levels like these show just how far the player base has come in terms of skill, and it's always cool to see people complete them. Outstanding work to Zoink. And finally, Zodiac was beaten by 2 players, those being Rafox and Trick. Be sure to give these players props for pulling through on such a difficult level.
Hello, and welcome to the Demon Review. This month I reviewed Dora Dura by Ivashka. This is an absolutely beautiful level verified by Diamond, which uses a Nong song that is a Russian pop song that is honestly very catchy despite me not knowing any of the words. So without any further ado, let's get into the gameplay. To start, I absolutely adore the gameplay of this level. It is extremely fun to play and generally consistent, but sadly is brought down a ton by a handful of choke points. These choke points for me are the Robo at 15, the Ball at 29, the UFO click at 36, the Ship to Wave transition at 69, and the Dash Orb at 72. These specific sections or clicks brought the level down a lot in terms of enjoyability, but I still like playing the level because everything between these choke points was very fun and consistent. I would give the gameplay about an 8 out of 10. On the topic of deco, this level is nothing short of outstanding. One of the most beautiful creations I have ever seen in Geometry Dash. Every part fits the song extremely well and is supremely polished and well crafted. The level's central theme is that of the song, being a toxic relationship. This can be seen most clearly at the part at 60, where in the background there is a heart being hit with arrows. Each part has a beautiful pink theme with great effects and art implemented to wrap it all together into an amazing level that is truly a treat to look at. This is the second 10 out of 10 I've given for deco in 2 reviews, but I simply can't see this level getting anything lower. It's a masterpiece. And that's all for the Demon Review.
This month's player shoutout goes to Zoink, one of the fastest improving players in recent times. They completed Zodiac as their first list demon back in October, and have only been getting better since then, having beaten Bloodlust, Cold Sweat, Calculator Core, and Hard Machine all in the month of January. They only have around 310 subscribers as of writing this script, so be sure to give them your support. Last month, the list demon of the month was Crystal by Zeronium. The first 3 people to beat it were My Beloved, Fossa, and Epnix. Congrats to them! This month, we chose Base Cave, a level by Bloodshot. As always, the first 3 players that beat this level will get a shoutout in next month's highlights video, so good luck to anyone willing to give it a go.
And that wraps up this month's highlights video. The writers and voices were Kutsu, CXN, Ender, Rocipher, Eleph, Shman, and Floofle. The editors were Kutsu, Rockhole, Kooper, LastPrisimAlex, and Eleph. Thank you for watching, and tally-ho!